Hello. I'm making jalapeno poppers, but I've been sitting in a weird silence. I've been this. I've been pretty humbled the past probably the past week, honestly. Today, especially. Um, this video I want to post, so I want to keep a straight shot of dialogue. You know what I mean? So, there's a few things I want to touch on in this video. Maybe I should start writing a script, putting my thoughts down on paper instead of just spewing it out randomly. But I mean, I think about this shit for a long time before I turn the camera on. And then whenever I turn the camera on, that's whenever it's like, I don't know if that makes sense. But I don't remember the last video I actually posted, but I've made a lot of videos since I've moved up here. Since I've walked the stage, I don't remember what the last video was. Anyway, well, I walked the stage. I didn't graduate technically, so I have to complete my summer semester. But I walked the stage, got my cap and gown. I moved up to the city. I'm chilling, big chilling. It's not much right now, but I'm trying to make it work. I'm having a lot of fun up here. When I first moved up here, I was having a lot of fun, but now I'm humbled, very humbled. I got a new job. I really like this new job, but I'm just like so nervous. And at first I wasn't nervous at all. And then it got down to the nitty gritty, and I'm in training right now, and I'm having to learn all this stuff, and it's an adjustment for sure, to say the least. It's an adjustment. Those look bomb as fuck. Oh my god. I had one jalapeno left, and it was quite a big one, so I was able to cut it into thirds, and then I put a layer of. I kept some seeds in there. I didn't want it too seedy, but I put a layer of chipotle crema, and then feta cheese, and then took the seeds out, sprinkled some on top, and then wrapped that bee in bacon. Did I already mention the feta cheese? Anyway, they're about a bush, is what I'm saying. But moving up here has been a really big adjustment. Living alone. Not living in a college dorm. That's one thing. That's baby shit. That is baby shit. Honestly, my living situation now is baby shit. But I mean, I was blessed. So, I was blessed. And now I'm trying to make the most out of this blessing. And it's a lot. It's a lot, man. I'm trying to come to terms with it. And through it's made me really question myself as a person. It's made me view a lot of things from my past and just I've taken a really big look at myself. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to post this. So I want to be able to get across what I want. But I don't even think I fully know what I want to say, man. I'm doing a lot better. But at the same time, I feel so lost right now. It's crazy. Everyone is so sweet up here. Everyone is so nice. And all these people want is for me to succeed and for me to be good at my job. That is all these people want. That's all I want. But I'm like stressed out to the max about it. And I keep setting myself up for failure. I'm alone here. So I get to see myself in a much more different light, I guess, because I don't have roommates. And the walls aren't like paper thin, so I don't have to worry about. I feel crazy. But the walls aren't super thin, so I don't have to worry about everybody hearing my ass. And I don't have to try to block out all of the noise all the time, so the headphones have actually stayed off. I'm just in a really big adjustment. And I don't know how to cope with it. I'm healing. I don't think I've ever healed. Before. And I keep thinking to myself, it gets worse before it gets better. And I know it's getting better, but in that process of processing, I think that's the part that makes it worse, is because I'm starting to realize things, and I feel so many different things. I so many different emotions that I've never. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. Overall, I'm super happy. Super happy. But I'm also like nervous. So nervous. So nervous. But I think it's good that I'm nervous. I can't let that. I think it's how I deal with my nerves is what's messing me up right now. Like, I have to study this menu. And today I had my 4th exam or test quiz over the menu, and it was the first one I failed. Shouldn't have failed. It's not hard at all. I studied maybe an hour and a half, and I filled half of it out. The other ones I studied like upwards of 5-6 hours, and I got 100 on them, and it was easy. And then this one, I don't know what it was. I was so nervous just about a job and whether or not I would fit in and if I would do well over there, because I've only served at, steakhouse, fucking Texas Roadhouse, mom and pop, crappy places where, I as long as I have a personality and I recommend cool things, I'm good. But I'm working at like a cool upscale place now, and professionalism is a must. And I didn't realize how much I lacked professionalism until they started getting me out on the floor more. And I'm talking to these people, and they just They aren't feeling me. They aren't feeling me, bro. They don't like my how I talk. They don't like how I talk. Which I've never been faced with that before. I guess I come from Lawton, so that's everybody what the fuck? Oh. I guess I come from Lawton, so everybody talks with a little twang over there. I don't know. Today was embarrassing though. I went in there. I was on shift, and I was like, "Can I come back after my shift and take the test just so I can study a little bit more?" And my boss was like, "Yes, yes, you may," and I did. I had 3 hours. I fell asleep, and then I kept getting stuck on Instagram. And then finally, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna fail if I don't fucking lock in." And then I locked in for maybe 40 minutes because that's all the time I had. After bullshitting, I had maybe 40 minutes to cram right before. And I kept telling myself, don't cram. Do not cram. You're gonna screw yourself over if you cram. And I crammed. Speaking of cram. Oh, yeah. I didn't put any feta cheese in this one. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I see it. Mm-mm-mm. Well. And the reason I'm so embarrassed is because, on one hand, I know I shouldn't cram. I know it's not good. Another thing, general manager let me go home to study more before I came back. Third thing, general manager wasn't there whenever I got there because, she got to go home too. She got there the same time I did in the morning. And then, so our other manager was there, Steve. I want to make a good impression on these guys. I've been working there less than a month. Maybe just about a month. Just about a month. I want to make a good impression. And so whenever I pull up on Steve, the one who told me, the exact person who said, do not cram. I already knew this. So I was like, yeah, bro, I got you. He's the one who said, do not cram. What did I go and do? Crammed. This one exam, I crammed for an hour. An hour before. And I mean, I got half of them. I filled out half of it. I know that half was right. So, if I used the full 3 hours to study, I would have did it. But I was bullshitting. And I crammed. Anyway, that was just embarrassing. And I couldn't even be mad about it because I was like, I basically narrated myself. I basically narrated setting myself up for failure. I kept getting stuck on Instagram Reels or fucking Face. I was so mad at myself for getting stuck on Facebook Reels. I was like, what is wrong with you? YouTube Shorts? What is wrong with you, my guy? I was like, I gotta delete Facebook, I gotta delete Instagram, I deleted TikTok. Oh my fucking, I think I got on TikTok by mistake and ended up getting stuck on it for 30 minutes. Anyway, short form content is killing me, squandering my potential. So I want to delete Facebook, but Marketplace is so Like, I'm using it so much right now to furnish this place, to get stuff for this empty ass apartment. So I'm gonna keep Facebook. I'm gonna keep Instagram. I just need to know how the fuck to control myself whenever I get on Facebook or Instagram, because it's like instant, like that. I go straight to Reels, and then I get stuck on there, and then I'm just 20 minutes down the road. I'm like, get me off of here, bro. Dang, I've already seen all of it. It's so annoying. All that to say, I'm trying to figure out how to gain my confidence back in my own ability to do what, you ask? Everything. Anything. Everything and anything, dude. The only confidence I have is cooking. Because even in my job, all this training process has, I don't want to say it's like squandered my confidence, but it's humbled me for sure. It has humbled me for sure. I thought I was a really good server. And now that I'm here, I'm like relearning everything. Which is not a bad thing. It's a little disheartening. Ooh, that was a good bite. I wish I put more seeds. I also just like the flavor of jalapeno. This whole move has been a crazy adjustment for me. Because I've been striving to become just a more well-rounded person. I know I haven't been the best person. And I feel like I'm taking active steps to improve that. I feel like I've come a very, very long way. But there's just some things that I need to improve on. And I've been told for years that I give myself too hard of a time. I'm too hard on myself, but it's kind of hard not to be, you know? I guess everybody always strives for perfection, but damn. Mm-hmm. That was really, really good. That one didn't have any feta. That one had like nothing on it. That was straight jalapeno and bacon. It's still good. One of the biggest things I was thinking about, or I have been thinking about, since I've been in my solitude, is just what kind of man I want to be. It's been a really, really big topic in my brain. The type of man I want to be, the type of man I want to raise my kids to be. the type of man I wish other figures in my life were instead of how they were. That's what I've been thinking about. And a big thing that got me thinking about that is just realizing I'm not shit. Right now, I ain't shit. I have nothing to my name. Nothing. I don't own anything except this chopped ass fucking Mustang outside. That's the only thing I think I own. I own that, and then way too many shoes that I never wear out because I don't have a social life. I'm actually not shit. It's crazy. And I had a really fat head for a second. I had a really big head for a second because I thought I was the shit. I thought I was the shit all because I was in a calorie deficit and I had some abs. Bruh, it's deeper than that. It's a lot deeper than that, dude. But now that I'm like aware, I'm truthfully not shit. It's made me think that even though I don't have shit to my name, and my name isn't really shit, the only thing I really have as a man is my word. I feel like that's very, very big, very, very powerful, and I haven't always been a man of my word. I know I haven't, and I hate that so much, but from here on out, that is what I want to be. If I have nothing else, if I'm broke, if I'm too shy, if I don't actually have a good personality or whatever, at the very fucking least, I want to be a man of my word. If I say something, or if I say I'm going to do something, if I promise something, I'm gonna do it. And that's how I've been getting through this training. Because I'll look my general manager in the eye and I'll be like, I will be ready for this exam. And I've been ready for these exams. I started really late on my exams too. They got me like 3 training shifts in before asking me about any of the tests. And I was like, oh, no, I haven't done any yet. Nobody really told me. And they were like, what the fuck? So I've been behind this whole time. So on top of trying to get all these tests in super fast, studying for these tests, I'm still working for my degree. I haven't been going to the gym. I haven't been keeping up on my diet. It's just, I've been so locked in on getting these exams done and and being a man of my word. I totally fucked that sentence up. I promised I would be ready for the exams. This exam that I failed, I didn't promise anything. I promised that I would come back and take the test. And I did. And I did, knowing full well that I was going to fail it. I went and I took it and I did not cheat. I'm embarrassed about it. But I can say that I went in there and I failed that shit like a man. I didn't try to cheat my way through it. I didn't do any underhanded tactics. I went in there with not enough knowledge and failed that test like a man. I looked Steve in the eye and I said, I'm gonna fail this. I handed him a half filled out test and he said, bruh, what a life. But I think this is a really good step towards becoming the man I want to be. Because this shit don't happen overnight. I'm aware. It doesn't. There's still a lot of habits I gotta break. Habits I gotta start. But I'm in a good direction, I think. I think that's why I've been so fucking freaked out the past few days, is because I've been so go frantically, like anxiously, just go. Not really able to stop and think about it because I've been so like trying to cover my ass on every end, and it feels like today just kind of boiled over. I've been a wreck on the floor. I've been a wreck here. When I failed that test, I got in the car and I was like, first thing I do when I get home is cleaning up, bro, because I had, playoffs was going on, and I just want to do something cool with my shoes. So I took my Game Royal ones and I put my shattered backboard laces on them hard. They're nice. They look so good. But I just had like shoe boxes everywhere, shoelaces on the floor, shoes from work, my bag everywhere. Had papers from studying, had chargers over here, got my iPad on the floor, got my fucking like drills and shit from putting the TV on the wall. I mounted my TV. It looks really good too. It was a mess in here. My room looked crazy, bro. Your living space is a direct representation of your mental state. And my brain was overtime. Just I don't want to say it was messy, but it was definitely just oh shit, maybe it was messy. It wasn't organized at all. It was just like I kept thinking about all the things I had to do, and I kept trying to do everything at once. And that's what screwed me. That's probably just one of the things that screwed me. Yeah, because I kept thinking about all the things I needed to do. And then my brain, instead of buckling down and doing the things I need to do, I have a horrible habit of trying to escape those things. And playoffs was a good way to escape it yesterday. And it screwed me. And then Facebook, Instagram, YouTube Reels, all that, like the most dangerous way of escaping. The most dangerous way of escaping, in my opinion. Twitter. I've been back on Twitter. Oh my god. The most dangerous way of escaping, dude. I can't be doing that. I have way too much to do. I have way too much to do to be stuck on reels like that. And I'll be on Instagram for a while. I'll be like, bruh, get me off of here. I'm on here for way too long. I'll just go to Facebook and get stuck on there again. It's... my sheep. Doesn't it... This is one... survival of the fittest, bro. Yeah. These apps are predatory. So what? They're predatory. They're malicious towards dummies. Just don't be on there for that long. Jeez. Anyway, where I'm getting at is this, like, without even really thinking about it, my brain tries to escape from these stressful things that I know I have to do, which is why I had, like, 2 missing assignments on Blackboard. I'm in the final stretch for my degree, and I already have 2 missing assignments. I turned in 1 late, but the other one I couldn't even turn in. I can't afford the book because I haven't even actually gotten, like, for real, a paycheck at all. I haven't even gotten the for real paycheck yet. The last time I had money, I spent it on groceries. I bought a pair of shorts too, bro. Fuck, why did I do that? Why did I do that, man? That was so stupid. I was escaping. I was using that as an escape too. I was using that as an escape too, which is not good. Which is not good at all. Going to spend money because I'm bored? Going to spend money because I'd rather go spend money than do my homework? Or study my menu for my job? Where I get my money? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't do that. Because now here you are, eating a single jalapeno, cut in thirds, wrapped in bacon. That's your dinner. Because your ass wanted to go spend $80 on a single pair of shorts. Shorts is tough. Shorts are tough. Don't get me wrong. $80 though, whenever you're living like this right now, that's just stupid. That's besides the point. That is besides the point. I was talking about how I want to keep this straight. I want to keep this on a single path. I might have diverted. I might have